Well, hello, my lovelies. It's Murky Meg here. It's Friday, the 18th of March, and today I'm going to talk about a magazine cover. Now, granted, it was one of the trash mags in America, but often with these things, especially with the one that I'm going to talk about, they do get things on the nose quite often. Well, I think what they're reporting is a stretch, and this is the front cover from the National Enquirer. It says, "New court papers bear bitter bust-up. Harry and Meghan, it's over." Now, like I said, it's a stretch, but if we actually look at the meat and bones of what it's reporting, I don't think it's necessarily too far off the mark. Maybe a bit premature, but let's get into it, shall we? Now, for rights reasons, I can't show you the actual article. I can only show you the front page of the magazine, but I can certainly go into detail of what it actually says. Now, the title of the article within the magazine is called "Caught in a Web of Lies." Now, this is something that we Mexiteers have been going on for a very, very long time. The lies that predominantly Meghan tells have been proven time and time again to be just that, lies. And it's only a matter of time before somebody stands up to her and says, "Enough with these lies, I'm going to prove you wrong." Now, I did a video recently which showed that Samantha Markle, Meghan's sister, is taking her to court because of the defamatory and downright ridiculous lies that Meghan herself told, allegedly, on Oprah Winfrey. I've popped a link up in the right hand corner if you haven't already seen that, or if you would like to go and revisit it again. Now, it's no secret that Meghan has painted herself from a rags to riches, or rags to princess fairy tale. She's harped on about it, like I said in previous videos, the Little Mermaid, who's just poor little girl whose voice was stolen from the bad people, but now she's free to speak her voice again. Now, in my previous video, when I looked into Samantha Markle's court case, I did say that there were a load of lies that she had told Oprah, and the worst of them being that she grew up poor and that she had to provide for herself, when in fact she didn't. She went to one of the most elite private schools in LA. And the fact that Samantha Markle has put forward this court case and wants to take it to trial could be very damaging for Meghan indeed, and especially for Harry as well, because it's my personal belief that Harry has been duped into feeling like the hero that rescued the helpless victim. Why didn't Harry meet Thomas Markle before the marriage, before all of this kind of fell apart, before he didn't come to the wedding, before all of this hostility began? He met Doria from the get-go, but not Thomas Markle. And you've got to ask, why? Why did he not meet Thomas Markle? Is it because what she fed Harry wasn't true? Did she tap into this primal nature of Harry to rescue her that led to all of this? And by visiting and meeting Thomas Markle, were those lies going to be completely torn apart? Now, the National Enquirer say that this is Meghan's worst nightmare. A high-level palace courtier tells the Enquirer exclusively, "The ivory tower she invented for herself is collapsing, with Meghan inside. I'm afraid she'll be revealed as a greedy gold digger who targeted and conned Harry. Her ruthless royal dream of becoming the next Princess Diana is certainly over. We expect Harry to return to Britain alone to beg for forgiveness from the royal family." Now, Samantha wants Meghan's lies revealed under oath, and this could very well, should it happen, I should suspect, that may well open the door for Meghan to be interrogated about other shocking claims with regards to the ones that she put on the royal family. And if she is deposed and it comes out that in fact she was lying, then nothing that she says will ever be trusted again. Well, for those that follow, we always know that anyway, but it could be very damaging. So could then Harry's little blinkers fall away from his eyes and realise that the woman that he thought that he loved doesn't actually exist, and it's built on a web of lies? Her whole childhood is built on fabrication. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? Now, if Meghan goes to court, she faces being publicly exposed as a liar. If she tries to settle out of court, she will look like a loser. Will she try and go for the similar thing with the Mail on Sunday and go for a summary judgment? But we all know that she's been trying to distort her own background to make it seem like she is the living embodiment of Cinderella. The National Enquirer says Meghan has carefully crafted this victim narrative where Harry can feel like the hero who saved her. That is apparently said by a royal insider. And they continue, but if much of what she told him was a lie or a half-truth, how can he continue in a relationship with somebody who has betrayed his trust? And that's a very interesting question. If you married somebody or were in a long-term relationship with somebody and you found out the foundations that that relationship was built on was a lie, could you forgive them? Is it an oversight? Or would you then think the whole relationship is a sham because it's built on a fabrication of lies? Now, Thomas Markle Jr. has also spoken up on the court case and what Samantha Markle is doing. And he said that, I can see where Samantha is coming from. I'm close with her, we talk every week, and I think there's a lot of anger there on her part about things Meghan has said about our family. I believe there may have been things said that aren't right. And so Samantha is making the decision to defend the family. It's sad, but Samantha is hoping Meghan will have to face what she's done. Now, Harry has been seen out and about very recently on his own on a number of occasions. We've seen him, well, it wasn't on his own, he was with his cousin at the Super Bowl. He was also in Aspen a couple of months ago doing his polo, but most surprisingly is when he visited Texas on his own. He was spotted at Fort Worth Stockyards in Texas when he visited the Stockyard Championships rodeo. Now, interestingly enough, 2 people posted on social media that Harry was there. They then deleted that post, which was very peculiar. But of course, the mouthpiece and the best friend, Homid Scooby, did the posting for them. I wonder if he was annoyed that they picked him to the post of the actual scoop. Homid Scoobid, oh God, him, posted on Twitter, living his best life. Prince Harry was in Fort Worth, Texas this weekend and spent Saturday at the historic Cowtown Coliseum for the famous Stockyards Rodeo. The Duke was spotted by locals enjoying some good old Southern hospitality and the VIP tour of the venue. Now, Peter have spoken up at Harry's presence at the rodeo and said that Harry's presence at the Cowtown Coliseum is extremely disappointing to see that Prince Harry made the misjudgment to attend a rodeo, a cruel, old amusement for bored cowboys who view animals as nothing more than things. Now, I can't comment on that. I don't know about rodeo. I'm just an Englishwoman who lives here. I don't really know. But Meghan is very much a lover of animals and is very anti anything upsetting animals. It's one of the reasons why Harry stopped hunting. Harry was a huge hunter, and unfortunately he sold his very expensive hunting guns before he married Meghan. So we've had the rodeo Texas weekend without Meghan. Last month he attended the Super Bowl in Los Angeles with his cousin Princess Eugenie, and then in August, 2 months after the birth of his daughter, he travelled solo to Aspen, Colorado to compete in a charity polo event. It's also alleged that Harry is regularly spotted on his lonesome in his newly adopted hometown of Montecito in California. You often see him out riding his bike or walking the dog alone, says a source. Meghan is rarely seen at all and hardly ever with her husband when she does venture out for a bit of shopping. Well, we've seen that in this video, haven't we, that I posted. And yet another magazine has compared the two, saying Harry and Meghan seem to live separate lives at times, and that Meghan is often at home with the kids and Harry jets around taking business meetings with his startup he is linked to. It's great that he's throwing himself into life in the US, says the source, but the first question on everyone's lips when they see him and meet him is, where's your wife? So I would love to know your thoughts on this. Could the wheels be coming off the train and the blinkers coming away from somebody's eyes with regards to the lies that his wife has told? What do you think will happen if she is dragged into court? Do you think it will get there? I don't. I think they'll settle. I really do. I think she'll settle. She won't go to court. I actually don't think it will get that far. I think it'll be shoved out. Meghan will do something, pull some strings, and it won't even get to settlement. But I don't. The likelihood of it getting to court is very, very slim indeed. But that's just my personal opinion. That doesn't mean I don't want it to go to court. Of course, I want it to go to court. It would be glorious, but it won't. Bit like Andrew and that court case. We knew it wasn't going to go to court. He settled, so it's going to be very similar. But one thing is for sure is that Meghan Markle lied. We know this. It's a fact. We have seen pictures. We know from posts that she's done on the TIG. She's completely contradicted herself. Yet nobody seems to be big enough. Well, hopefully Samantha now is the only one that can actually challenge her in court. And I really do hope that it makes a difference, but I'm not holding my breath, to be perfectly honest. As always, I would love to know your thoughts on this. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.